Hey there!
So today we thought we'd talk about how to pack for your study abroad trip.
Because that's important.
And we did a bad job.
Yes, we did.
Hannah and Julia's vlog. So number 1, check out those airline requirements. It's important. Sometimes they don't want you to take as many things, or you have to pay more, or there's size requirements. Just do it.
Yeah, you don't want to show up at the airport and be like at 51 pounds when you can only go to 50, because you've just got problems then. And also, you want to take into account the fact that for most places, shipping is going to be really expensive, so if you can't fit it in your suitcase, you probably shouldn't bring it.
Yes. You also want to decide if you're going to take a suitcase, do you want it to have 4 wheels or 2 wheels? I personally recommend 4 wheels.
I do as well. I took 2 2-wheel suitcases abroad this summer, and it was torture.
So 4 wheels it is. We also suggest that you figure out ahead of time whether or not you want a backpack, like a backpacking backpack, or a hard or soft suitcase. What do you want with your trip? Then you want to make sure if you want to have a lock in your suitcase, do you want a built-in lock or do you want to attach a lock? And you also want to make sure that it is TSA approved, because that's safety.
Yeah, and if it's not TSA approved, they will break it off.
Yes. You also have to remember that some places it's really smart to have a lock, other places it might not be as necessary, but just be safe and cautious wherever you go. Okay, so now on to what we're actually putting in our suitcase. So first off, less is more. You don't want to be like us and overpack. It's not necessary. You don't need to.
It's really miserable when you're lugging around super heavy suitcases, around lots of European cities.
Especially cobblestones. And not just in Europe, it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to overpack.
Be careful when packing that you are only packing as much as you can lift, because chances are you're going to be going on trains or lifting stuff into overhead compartments on planes and all that stuff. If you are super weak like I am, chances are there will be someone there to help you get stuff onto a train or whatever, but you don't want to have to rely on other people to help you with your luggage.
Yes. You want to make sure when you're packing that you pack things that you can rewear and wash, and things that you're okay with being maybe a little more grungy, and you want to have things for all occasions, but not too much.
And try to have stuff that you can mix and match a lot. Like jeans are good in most places, and you can wear lots with them.
It's always good to make sure that you check out the climate when you're packing of where you're going and what the average temperatures, and does it rain, does it snow.
Remember also though that if the climate happens to be different from its averages, like when we were in England it was super hot, and it usually isn't during the summer, it usually rains a lot more. You can usually buy clothes for pretty cheap wherever you are. They're not going to be the best quality maybe if you're going for cheap, but you can buy stuff.
Yes, you can always buy things. Also, I think it's really helpful if you pack using either packing squares or with plastic bags, or you pack along plastic bags, because you never know if something's going to be dirty or wet and you will have to get on the go. You also want to look at what the program requirements include. Ours said make sure you bring towels, but you don't need to bring sheets. So we had to bring towels and no sheets. Just know what you need.
Yep. Also, look into what you can purchase at the location that you're going to. Chances are you're going to be able to get your shampoo and all that there.
Yes, and also conserve on shoes. Go practical, be smart. You don't need 3 pairs of high heels or 8 pairs of tennis shoes. You can kind of rewear things and make it work.
Mm-hmm. That also, again, just choose stuff that will look good with a lot of different outfits, and that's going to be the best way to pack for this.
Yes. Also, make sure that you bring all medications with you and copies of your prescription.
And make sure to bring some extras just in case it gets stranded there.
Yes, or in case you lose something or whatever. Also, make sure you bring copies of your passport or any other legal documents that you need with you, and keep them in multiple places and safe.
If you're a picky eater, bring snacks. You're not always going to like what they're serving you if they're serving you food.
And then last but not least, you want to make sure that you have all of the adapters and cables you need for all of your electronic devices. You can check online what you're going to need in most places, and it's pretty easy to get them if you just go to a Best Buy or any of those electronic stores, Micro Center. and also Ethernet cables, generally necessary and hard to find. If you're an idiot and you don't have an Ethernet port on your laptop, make sure that you bring an adapter that connects to the Ethernet port. They're pretty easy to find. If you have a Mac, you have to get them for Macs. If you have a PC, you need to get it for a PC. They do not work together.
And if you do forget something, you can usually buy electronics there, or if they don't happen to have them in the town you're staying at, like they didn't have the Ethernet converter at Oxford that I needed, you can order it off Amazon pretty easily.
Yes. So that's all we have for how to pack for your study project. If you have any other tips for people, make sure to put them in the comment section. It's really nice, it's helpful. Yeah, so we'll be back with more videos for your Study Abroad series and other videos too. Bye!
Bye!